All right, hey everybody, welcome to round 2 or part 2. This is part 2 of our beginner tutorial, our absolute beginner tutorial on avatars, making chat room avs. So let's get to it. At this point, what we have here is our brand new file, and it's white. And the first thing I'm going to teach you about is foreground and background colors, which is down here in the lower left. Now, if we take a look here, we've got a color wheel. We've got some color options that we can pick, and then we've got a one square in front of another square. Now, these stand for our primary and secondary colors. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this is your right and your mouse left clicks in terms of whatever tool you're doing often are dependent on what you have set in these colors. So, this defaults us to black and white. Let's go up to the paint bucket icon here. So we've clicked on our paint bucket icon, and we've got the ability to just now click on the left mouse button, and that makes it black. If we were to now click on the right mouse button, that's going to make it white. That's because our left mouse button is mapped to our primary color, our right mouse button is mapped to our secondary. So if I go ahead and I click on my primary color, and I choose this nice little shade of lilac here, that's now my primary color. Okay. Simple concept is going to come in later, especially as we start using paintbrushes and stuff. So let's go ahead, for the sake of argument, and just set this for black. Now, one of the other things we need to keep in mind about computer graphics is we can actually manipulate computer graphics much the same as we manipulate text. And what I'm going to do here is just show you that we can copy an image from one program and paste it into another, just like we're probably used to when we're writing documents, etc. How we can grab some text from one program and Control-C or copy it and paste it into another program. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring up our web browser. Now, before I take another step, just want to go ahead and remind everybody that I don't know where you got linked to this, but you should have linked to it from the MPS site. Linked to these videos should be a couple of links to the gallery that I'll be putting the images on. I put two galleries together, a gallery of backgrounds and a gallery of pictures that we can use. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead over to our gallery, which is on the web. And what I have here up is the gallery that I am supplying of potential backgrounds. And if we click on these, we can go through them one by one. And I did supply these with the idea that we could use them for this project. So when I right mouse click on an image anywhere on the web, most times I should get the option to copy the image. Copying the image is very much the same as if I had selected a bunch of text in any other program and copied it to the clipboard. So I'm going to right mouse click and copy this image, and now I'm going to go back to paint.net, and under my edit menu I have paste into new layer. Now, when I go ahead to paste this into the new layer, paint.net's coming in here and it's asking me a couple of questions. So let's deal with this question here at this point. Basically what it's saying is the image that I have copied is much bigger than the image that I am using or that I am putting together for my avatar. And that's what this warning means here. So what I'm going to tell it to do is keep the canvas size. Now it's asking me if I want to increase the size of my my avatar to match what I'm pasting in, but I don't want to do that. What I do want to do is I want to keep my canvas size here at this point. And all that's going to mean is, if you remember in part 1, we set our image to be 600 by 400. So we're going to keep it at 600 by 400. There we go. Now, if we take a look here, what we see is the fact that the image that we're using obviously goes outside the boundaries, and we can see this by these little pull and push icon or pull and push lines here. If we were to take this in the upper corner and drag it down, we're actually decreasing the size of what we are putting in. Now, we can just drag this around and kind of layer it in here very easily like that. So all we've done here is we've grabbed a piece of image data from the web, just from our web browser, and we have pasted it in here. This works the same with any image data. If you were in, say, MS Paint, and you had painted actually something in there that you wanted to put into paint.net, again, we'd just copy and we would paste it. Now, the other thing I want to show you guys here about where we're at here is a little bit about aspect ratio. So basically what we're talking about here is we have our lines that actually show us how big that background was that we pasted into our image here. And that's what the rectangle here signifies. Now, on the top and sides and bottom, we have little icons that we can actually use to move and change the size of that only by that one edge. So if we're grabbing it from the top, it's only going to grab that one. That said, if we go into any of the corners and grab the corner icons, it's going to keep what's called the aspect ratio, and that's the way we really want to do it. We want to go ahead into the corner and drag this down until it's right about where it needs to be. And let's just paste that in there. And really that's all we've done, is take some image data from one program and put it to another, and it's just like text. All we need to do is copy it and paste it. Fortunately, paint.net does ask us whether or not we'd like to resize. We want to make sure we don't resize and just paste that in there, and then we will drag around those edges to kind of make it fit into our avatar. And really that's it.